Hi everybody, welcome back. Thanks for joining me again today. We are here for video number 9. We are trucking along on these flows. So we're going to do another Fundamentals of Functional Movement flow today. If you're not sure what FFM is, just check out the description below. And if it's your first time here, welcome. My name is Naomi. I am a physiotherapist from Vancouver, BC, and I am glad to have you with me today. These videos are designed specifically for people with Parkinson's, but also work fabulously for anyone who has balance or mobility challenges. And I hope you enjoy today's flow. So we're going to start with our 90-90 sitting position. Okay, if you can't get into this position, I'll give you some adaptations in just a little bit. We're trying to create two kind of triangles. It's not quite 90-90, I guess, but close enough, in our sitting position. And we're going to pretend that there's a clock face in front of you. So I want you to imagine that there's the top of a clock drawn in front of you, and that's going to help us decide where we're going to be reaching for those numbers that we're going to be getting to. So we're going to start on one side. We're going to reach to 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, and 2 o'clock. If you're finding that it's too hard with your feet further out, you can pull them in a little bit closer. Wherever you're comfortable is fine. So we're going to reach forward. We're going to come with our hand across our body. We're going to reach for 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, and then you're going to switch hands. You're going to go 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, and 2 o'clock. What you should feel while you're doing this is a nice stretch through your hip, probably one or both sides potentially. And you're going to do that once through on one side. We're going to come into the center and do our crab rocks, and then we're going to go through and do it on the other side. And I'll show you what these crab rocks look like. What we're trying to do here is we're going to try and get our knees to drive over our toes. We're going to rock onto our toes, lift our bum, push forward, rock back to our heels, lift our bum up. And again, adaptations are just a little bit further down. You can click ahead if you need. We're going to do 5 of these bum rocks. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Great way to work on some arm strength, some knee flexibility, some ankle mobility, lots of different components coming into play there. Okay, from our crab position, we're going to switch and do our clock reaches on the other side. So we're going to go 10, 11, 12 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. Always reaching over top and trying to flex through our hip to get a nice stretch through the back. And you'll probably feel a stretch in the side and front on the back leg as well. All right. From there, we're going to come into a sit-up position. I'm showing you sideways here, but you can just stay facing the same way. You're going to get your feet out in front of you. You're going to lift your trunk way up, reach your arms to the sky. With your arms nice and tall, you're going to try and rotate. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So you can see all the exercise listed up top there. I'm going to take you through some adaptations, and then we're going to flow through this together for 2 minutes. So if you want the adaptations, here they are. If you don't need them, then just skip ahead to the start of that 2-minute flow. So in our split kneel position, some people can't get into this position. It's just not comfortable. Option number 1, you're going to bring your hands back behind you to try and give your hips a little bit more space and see if that helps. If you can do that, then from here, you're just going to do your reaches from here. 10, 11, 12, 12, 1, and 2. If that's enough stretch for your hip, great. Remember, it doesn't have to be perfect. We're just trying to mobilize. So wherever is challenging enough for you, that's where you start. If you find that even this is uncomfortable, you can lift one leg up and leave one leg down and do your reaches from there. All right? So those are your 2 adaptations for those triangle sit reaches, those clock reaches. See if you can manage one of those. For our crab rocks, okay, let's say you can't lift your bum up. So your bum just does not want to go off the ground. You can inch your bum forward and then try and rock onto your toes. See if that helps. Okay? Or you can just rock your feet back and forth as a second option. If you want to practice lifting your bum, but you can't actually get forward and backwards with that lift, then you just practice 5 lifts off the ground. So whichever version of that works for you, go ahead. And for our last one, those crook sit with the arm reach and rotations, you can use one hand to support your body. So lifting your arm up, rotating over, and then switching to the other side. All right, so those are your adaptations. pick and choose as you go which ones work for you. We're going to do our 2-minute flow through now. So we're going to start at the beginning in our clock sit position. Here we go. 10, 11, and 12 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, and 2 o'clock. We're going to come and do our 5 crab rocks. 1, all the way forward, swing your bum back. Try and keep that bum hovering if you can. 2, use those adaptations if you need them. 3, 4, and 5. Good. Okay, we're going to switch to our other side, right into those clock reaches on the other side. We're going to go 10, 11, and 12. If you find a spot that feels really good, just pause and stretch. Give your body a chance to open up there. And then 12, 1, and 2 with the other hand. Now we're going to go into our sit-up reaches. So you're going to stay nice and tall the whole time. You can use your hands to get that trunk nice and tall. Roll forward on your bum bones. So try not to be hanging back here. Lift yourself up and forward. As I said, use a hand to support you if you need. And if you don't need it, you're going to reach those arms all the way up. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then we go back to the beginning. So we are just over a minute in. Let's keep going all the way through, rotating through those exercises. Once we finish, you are going to keep going. So those 2 minutes is just to give you an idea of how to get flowing through those exercises. And then you're going to keep going for another somewhere between 3 and 10 minutes, depending on how you're feeling today. All right, this should really start to open up those knees, get the core and the arms active. You should start to feel like your body is moving a lot better by the end of these flows than it was at the beginning. All right, that's 5. I'm going to switch to the other side and keep going through those clock reaches. You'll find that as you start to go through them, you start to get to know the exercises a little bit. That's 2 minutes on the clock. I'm just going to finish off that flow because I'm almost there. We'll do those 5 reaches and finish it off. As you get used to these exercises, like I was saying, you'll find that they become a little bit easier. You can move a little bit more into them. The first time might feel really stiff, and then it starts to get better from there. So that's your 2 minutes. Keep on going. You can start the video again, or you can just put a timer on and keep going until you get somewhere around 10. Thanks for joining me today, guys. We will see you again soon for number 10. We're getting through these really well. Enjoy. I hope you're feeling good after moving your body a little bit. If you have any questions or comments, just let me know. You can write them below. And if you want to see new videos as they come out, make sure you subscribe to the channel. See you later.